I'm gonna do the Shia LaBeouf thing all the time now. G'day guys! Oh, hold on. Hold on.
That's the intro.
No. G'day guys, and welcome back to Millionaire by 50. In today's video, you are out of the depths. I know that we started with bank accounts, which was like pretty boring, and then we went into superannuation, which was like peak boredom, like you're at the bottom of the ocean there, but we're on the surface again, all right? We're back. We're doing insurance today. I hope that you've been having fantastic dinners to sort of, you know, really liven up your barefoot date nights, because we've been having excellent dinners, you know, at 5-star restaurants, and we're about to head over to another one. So guys, let's go together, join me on the journey, and we'll see you on our third barefoot date night. All right, we are back on our third barefoot date night. Awesome stuff. I'm gonna just get straight into it. We're gonna do it all here. Waiter, please. Ah, perfect. What do we have? What do we have? Fantastic. Waiter, I'll take the crab rangoon.
The crab rangoon, right? It's fabulous.
So, insurance. Let's talk business. Scott Pape basically has 3 golden rules when it comes to insurance. So, the first rule that Scott talks about is when it comes to insurance, we're only really wanting to insure against things that will actually kill you financially. Your television breaking probably isn't going to kill you financially, so don't get sucked into taking out insurance on that. Your mobile phone breaking probably isn't going to kill you financially, so don't take out insurance on that, right? Things that are going to literally sink you financially is things like your house burning down. You know, it's things like getting into a car accident. It's things like, you know, having to go to the hospital and you've got sick out in the country and you need to be airlifted to the nearest one, okay? Another couple of things are like, let's say for example, you were working, all right? You start up a business, it's going really well, you're getting a lot of money, then all of a sudden, you fall off a ladder, break your back, and at the same time, that mobster that you've paid money to get that initial loan deposit for your business comes to collect and breaks your hands, right? So you cannot work now for like a couple of months, okay? What do? I mean, are you going to be insured against that? Let's take it even further, okay? And say that you never work again for the rest of your life. What's your backup plan, okay? So this is really like the due diligence check before we, you know, begin this journey to try and become millionaires. So that's rule number 1. You only insure against those type of stuff. You don't insure against like your scratched video game, right? That's just money being spent unnecessarily. So the second rule that Scott Pape has is when it comes to insurance, you pay a high excess, and that's basically going to lower your overall premiums. Now, if we were following the barefoot steps to a T, unlike some naughty boy, we would essentially, you know, have set up our Mojo account with $2,000. I'm broke and I have nothing to sell on Gumtree. Scott Pape, please help me out. But that basically means I didn't set my Mojo up with $2,000. But if you did, that's fantastic, because that means that you can afford to pay a higher excess, right? You're going to thank yourself for that in the long term. The third and final rule that Scott has to do with insurance is don't pay that premium right away every time it comes up. So when your insurance company, you know, comes through with a higher premium or something like that, what you're basically going to do is give them a call up and say, hey, I'm thinking of changing. This is going to introduce haggle space, and you're potentially going to be able to get that price down. Now, thankfully, we are already building a habit of having monthly barefoot date nights. So this is the perfect time to review your insurance policy and check out whether or not you can get that price reduced and to make that phone call. Now, if you pick this bad boy up, Scott Pape actually has a script in his book for when you talk to an insurance company, and it's going to help you get that price lowered. So definitely check that out. Now, the last bit I'll talk about today is when it comes to health insurance. Why has the cutlery been set like this? I can't even move my hands without moving it. How disgusting. When it comes to private health insurance, Scott Pape reckons that if you're under 31, you generally don't have to worry about it. And the reason behind that is here in Australia, our healthcare system is mint.
Mint.
We just basically get, if you're sick, you know, you go to hospital, they'll fix you. That's essentially what you need.
Mint.
Don't worry about it if you're under 31, is basically what Scott Pape says, or if you're earning under 90k. If you begin earning over $90,000, you'll be charged a Medicare surcharge. So at that point, you probably should look into private health insurance. If you are living in a different country and your healthcare system isn't that great, you also might want to look into private health insurance. Now, when it comes to private health insurance, the big tip there is basically just worry about your top level comprehensive insurance. Don't buy any of the extras. Don't do any of that. Just top level comprehensive insurance. You pay a higher excess at the start to lower your premiums. And then again, just checking every year to make sure you're on the most competitive plan. That's all basically for insurance. And the last sort of tidbit is to do with if you were to be out of work for a couple of months, or if you were to be out of work forever, or if you were to die and you have people dependent on you, okay? These three things are actually covered by your superannuation fund. Well, at least in Australia it is. So what you need to do is you need to call up your superannuation fund and you need to inquire about the following topics of cover. You want to talk to your superannuation company about death cover. You want to talk to your superannuation company about income protection, and you want to talk to your superannuation company about total disability or disablement cover. Every superannuation fund will offer a default level of cover for these things. Scott Pape does recommend though to give them a call still, because the default level is not enough. Generally, you should have cover for 10 to 12 times your annual income. Now, for this, Scott Pape actually has a script as well. Again, I would recommend that you get the book even just for that, but we're gonna have a bit of a look and see how that script works in practice, because I do need to make a call to my superannuation company. So let's see how that goes.
Welcome to Australian Super. Just letting you know, our contact centre is currently closed. If you need to speak to someone, please call back between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m, Monday to Friday, and one of our staff will help you. If you have your member or employer number handy,
Oh, it's perfect. All this effort.
welcome to Australian Super. I'll need some of your details. If you can provide them, it will allow us to serve you better. Please enter your 8-digit date of birth. The current balance estimate is $22,350.
Welcome to Australian Super. Craig speaking. How can I help you?
Hey there, Craig. It's Chris calling. How are you today?
Good, thanks, Chris.
That's good. Hey, Craig, I was wanting to speak to one of your qualified insurance experts about my level of cover for life, TPD, and income protection.
Yeah, what are you wanting to ask?
I'm just wanting to get a insurance quote for 12 times my annual salary of combined life and TPD insurance.
Oh, you tell me what you want and I'll do a quote for you here. Gotta ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Your age? How much is your salary? Now, do you know your work rating? How much death cover would you like?
So I'd want like 12 times my annual salary of combined life and TPD insurance.
You'll say your salary times
So,
times 12, did you say?
yeah.
So, we've just got to calculate then. I'll get my calculator out. So you want about 500,000?
Yeah.
Death cover. But is it same for death cover and TPD?
That's correct there, yeah.
Alright, so if I give the calculation, weekly cost for death, $2.78.
Okay.
And for TPD, $2.03 per week, yeah?
Gosh, right, cool.
And in income protection,
Yeah, with regards to the income protection, I'd like a quote for that for 75% of my wage till I reach the age of 65. And I'm happy to wait like 90 days before I claim.
we got 30 or 60, so 60?
60, yeah, let's go 60.
Up to 65, and how much per month?
75% of my wage.
You'd want about close to 3,000 a month.
Really quickly, Craig, is it okay if I just grab those three figures again? Per week?
Yeah, sure. Death cover, $2.78. Total and permanent disablement cover,
Yeah.
$2.03. income protection for $2,500 a month, $5.25 a week.
So, just with regards to all that, and thanks so much for everything you've done for me so far today, Craig. I don't want my super contributions to be completely eaten up by the cost of paying for this insurance. So can you tell me how much more money I need to put into my super to cover the cost of this extra insurance?
Yeah, they say to have up to $10,000
Okay.
to keep it going with insurance.
Awesome, so I need to put another like 10k into my super and that'll cover all of that, won't it?
You got, how much did you think you got in there? Alright, so your estimated account balance as of today is $22,000.
Ooh.
The current balance estimate is $22,350.
You can go online and do it yourself. AustralianSuper.com. Click on, go to Tools and Advice, hover over that, and go View All Calculators. Once you view all calculators, then you scroll down a little bit, and it says Insurance Calculator. Learn more. Just click on the arrow, and then start from that.
Start from that. Okay, so there's...
And you can do it yourself, and then you'll see it there.
Thanks so much for that today, Craig.
No worries, Chris. Have a great day, and thanks for calling Australian Super.
No worries in the world. Thank you. See ya.
Alright, see you, bye.
Well, that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're able to take something from this video. Also, check us out on the socials. We've got stuff going on there. Don't forget to check out our website as well. We've also got a document down below, which has a bit more information on some of the stuff that we've touched on today. So definitely don't forget to check that out either. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to see you all next week.